Hey guys, welcome to this week's consignment update, and as promised, this is going to be a Lefty Special. Although if you wait till the end, there's one right-handed guitar. The reason being, this is a single owner collection of 15 guitars, one of which happens to be right-handed, but it's quite a nice guitar, so wait till the end for that one. As you've probably seen from a little sneak run down of the collection, the majority of these are Les Pauls, so if you're not into Les Pauls, just skip all this or just look away. Just keep the video running to help with the stats and engagement, but just skip to the end. If you're not into Les Pauls, this video might not be for you, but we have at least 10 Gibson Custom shop special Les Pauls as well. There's not really anything that is a standard R9. There's a lot of custom things, hand-picked tops, aged, all that kind of thing. They're all pretty much in mint condition. I haven't actually looked at all of them yet, so but it has come from a collector who bought them. A big fan, obviously, of Les Paul guitars. Yeah, they're barely used, I think. So some really nice things here. Let's have a look through, and in no particular order. So we go. Here's the first one, as said, in no particular order. This feels a bit alien, actually. There we go. Does that look better?
It does. Looking in a mirror.
So this is not a standard R9. So it is a 59 reissue from 2013. So as you can see here, it's got a lovely maple top on it. This is a hand-picked top, so they chose select woods for this, and you can see it is lightly aged. So the official finish on this is Tennessee Sunburst, and I think you'll all agree it is stunning. So really nice top, nice flamey top. So this has got a classic 59 profile neck. So if you're after a 59 spec'd instrument with some aging to give you the authentic burst look, then that is a good option. Some aging on the neck as well. So most of these guitars will have the correct CTS potentiometers with the Bumblebee capacitors, as was stock in the originals. It's got the case with all the papers. Most of them will come with the papers there. Certificate of authenticity, and there we go, hand-picked top. It's a rather special R9. So another one from 2014, so a 120th year of Gibson once again. Now, this might look a bit familiar in specs. So this is an R9 from 2014, but it's based on the Jimmy Page number 2. So if you have, fan of Led Zeppelin, fan of everything Jimmy Page, and you're a lefty, this could be for you. Don't even have to be a lefty, do you? Just flip it. So it has the Jimmy Page wiring, which includes the push-pull controls there, the sort of pickup spec as well. It's even got the Jimmy Page neck profile, which is a lot slimmer than the normal 59, so it's not quite the handful you would want if you did want a 59. So if you want a 59 with the big 59 profile, this isn't the guitar for you. But if you're into the Jimmy Page thing, and it's sort of got the orange burst top as well. So yeah, really nice thing again. VOS spec. Jimmy Page number 2 inspired R9. This is a 2013 R0, so a 1960 reissue. Again, a hand-picked top. Iced tea finish, this one. Custom bucker pickups, the Bumblebee capacitor, CTS pots. and as the other ones, like I said, VOS, vintage old spec finish, in very good condition with the case and all the tags. So a nice R0, and if you like the less in-your-face iced tea finish, that's a lovely piece. Got a Les Paul Custom this time. So this is a 57 reissue Black Beauty, and this one is from 2014 again, so 120th year, made in late 2014. Now this is a limited run that were made. There are only 25 of these made for Thoman's 60th anniversary. So very limited piece there, VOS finish, all in very good condition again, with the 120 year Gibson Custom plaque there. So yeah, there we go. Alnico 3 custom bucker pickups as well on this one, with all the correct wiring, the sort of VOS wiring. So lovely thing, and something away from being a burst. So we've got something a bit more standard now. It is still a Gibson Custom, this one from 1998, but look at the condition of it. I mean, we're looking at 4 years away from being 30 years old. Not really a lot to say about this. It is a R8, so a 58 reissue, from 1998 in iced tea finish. So just straightforward. There's no customization on it, apart from it just being a Gibson Custom R8. But yeah, nice big neck. So if you like the chunky neck thing, that is one of the chunkiest necks in this collection. And again, in the nice washed out iced tea, which is I think it's a firm favourite here.
It's the best finish.
It's the best finish. Argue with us in the comments. Another iced tea Les Paul. This is actually slightly darker iced tea finish, which I think does look really nice.
Yeah, it looks darker.
Yeah, so again, a nice top. I don't think this is technically a hand-picked top one, even though it is a very nice top indeed. But this is from 2013. We've got custom bucker pickups again, all the correct wiring. This is an R9, so again R9 spec neck, lovely thing. One thing I did notice about this guitar when picking it up is it does feel a bit lighter than the rest. It's still got Les Paul heft behind it, but again, a nice thing. I mean, there is a little bit of tarnishing on the metalware, but I mean, it has been stored away for 10 years.
All adds to character.
All adds to the character and patina. But again, VOS finish, nitrocellulose. So here we have a made-to-measure Gibson Custom, again from 2014. So very custom appointment guitar. It's slightly based off the Collector's Choice #1, and it's officially known as the green lemon. So it's got the lemon top, and if you do hold it in certain lights, you can see a bit of a green hue coming through.
Sort of like an slightly unripe lemon.
Yeah,
Slightly.
I think that is about correct. Yeah. So it's got the Collector's Choice #1 rounded neck profile. So that really is where the CC1 comes in. I guess the biggest customization with these ones is the pickups, and it's got some fairly rare pickups in. So these pickups are Seymour Duncan's, but the Joe Bonamassa set. Now they only made 1,959 of these, so 1959. And each hand signed by both Seymour Duncan and Joe Bonamassa. So you've got a good rare set of pickups in this guitar. So it's a 1960 reissue, this one, made to measure. As I said, Collector's Choice #1 neck profile, nice lemon top, Joe Bonamassa pickups, and again it's got the case and all the tags. And 120th year guitar again. And we have another R9. This is by far the nicest top. I'm not talking finish, because we've gone on how much we like
Bit of
iced tea, and then for me to go and say this is the nicest top and it actually be a cherry finish would be a bit, contradicting myself. But this is washed out cherry, but I mean the maple. I quite like when the maple is, although it's fairly uniform, it's also quite irregular, where it's quite tight in the middle and then widens out at the edges. But that's a really nice looking top. This is 2012. Again, it would be a hand-picked top, but everything else is sort of fairly standard for an R9. Nice big neck, but again in fantastic condition with case tags, and they do all have their shipping boxes as well, as you've seen. We've run out of bursts, sadly, so you've just seen the last burst, but we'll give you a gold top instead. So again, from 2014, this is a 57 reissue, antique gold top, and it's got a dark back, which I guess is a lesser spotted thing on these models. A lot of the original dark back gold tops are quite collectible, lesser seen. Some people prefer it, some people don't. I quite like it. So this comes with custom buckers again, the Alnico 3 custom buckers, and it's actually got an early 50s profile neck on this one rather than a 57 neck, or a traditional 57 neck. So an early 50s neck. It's quite chunky. I mean, what difference? I can't feel much difference between that and an R8, but it is a fat neck, and I guess the early 50s ones were quite chunky. So yeah, nice thing, a bit different from what we've seen so far. Gold, and I believe this is the last Gibson Custom Les Paul we are showing today. So here we have our first vintage guitar of the video, and it's not a Les Paul. Don't all cheer at once.
It would have been a Les Paul at one point.
It would have been
from the 60s.
Yeah, if it was from the early 60s, it would have technically been a Les Paul. So this is a 1978 Gibson SG standard. So all standard spec. I even love that it's still got these patent applied for stickers. We saw this on, we had a Les Paul Custom Kayla in the last sale that still had these stickers intact. I think that's a nice touch and goes to show how good the condition is really. There is a bit of a buckle scratching on the back, but nothing serious. We've got the correct Gibson tuners up the top here, and as you'll see with the 78 serial number, but a nice thing. The bridge there, not everyone's favourite, possibly not the most aesthetically pleasing bridge, but the old toaster bridge there, it still works. It still does what it needs to do. And this one comes with a modern case, so modern Gibson case, but a good example. One thing I like particularly about this model is I love the smaller block inlays. I think they look really smart, and it's something that is sort of only really seen around this 70s period. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool. American Hot Rod, Star Trek rolled into one.
Yeah, the clash of. So I'm going to assume that probably more than 80% of you have never seen one of these before. I hadn't seen one of these before it turned up, so the odds may be even higher. But this is one of 100 guitars made by Eastwood Guitars. They always make cool, quirky things, and the quirky reissue guitars they do as well. But this is the Backland model. So again, a left-handed guitar, and yeah, I mean, I do love it.
It's just like, yeah.
We can't. Yeah, we don't know what else to say.
It's almost like got like a surfboardy kind of shape. If it was made by.
Maybe that's why I like it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
then it also looks like a bit like a Corvette or something.
Yeah.
You know? That's. Yeah.
It's a cool thing.
It is a shame it's left-handed.
Spaceship. We have a 2002 Tokai left-handed Les Paul, or Loverock should I say. A bit wrong to say Les Paul, nick the trade name, or the brand name.
The Lord Player.
Yeah.
The,
So this one in cherry sunburst finish, again in great condition from 2002. I told a bit of a porky and said there's no more bursts left. There was one more. So 2002 Tokai left-handed Loverock in cherry sunburst finish. And we have a Carina V. This is by a company called Mimose. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Never had one before, but this is a 58 inspired Flying V. It's incredibly lightweight. I mean, it's, yeah, feels like it could just take off. But it's just a really nice, cool thing. Left-handed V, nice plush line case as well. So yeah, Mimose 58 Carina V. That feels better. Feels a bit more natural.
Looks weird seeing it now after having a load of lefties.
It does. Yeah, righties now look weird. So this is the last of today, I'm afraid. And as I said earlier, it is a right-handed guitar, but from the same collection. I don't think the collector could pass upon the opportunity of this. It's a really, really nicely made. It's the CE model from 1994. This one. So you got really.
From 1994,
you wouldn't. I mean, just look at it. This is 29 years old. 29-year-old PRS, and the condition is, I mean, it looks like it's just come up off of the shelf in a shop. But really, really nice maple top. Yeah, it's a nice thing. And the one unusual thing with this guitar is, correct me again in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think you usually see the bird inlays on this model. So I think that is a very, very rare feature on this CE model, is the bird inlays. So there we go, a nice right-handed PRS to finish off today's video. So there we go, ladies and gents, that is it for this week. As promised, a Lefty Special there, and next week we'll be back, I'm sure, with some right-handed things. Maybe we'll mix it up and put some more lefty stuff in, but I don't think off the top of my head we've had anything. We have had lots and lots of consignments that have come in, so we do have a deluge of stock to feature in future videos. So we'll have another big one coming same time next week, so keep an eye on that. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, like this video, hit the bell icon to get notified with future uploads. But the auction, importantly, is on the 5th to the 8th of December. All of these guitars you've seen today will be on the 5th, the first day of the auction. The catalogue will be previewed at guitarauctions.com, and then, of course, 3 weeks before the sale, auctions.gardinerhoulgate.co.uk. You can go there to register, bid, have a look at what we've got, ask for your condition reports. These guitars I think you'll generally be okay with. Most of them are in excellent condition, but of course we will give them all a once over just to make sure. But I think that covers everything we need to do this week, and we will look forward to seeing you next time.